straight up?
No, we shouldn't be. We should be going straight forward.
Because the debris is like coming straight down and behind us. Like we're kind of going forward and up at the same time.
Yeah, I don't know why it...
That's weird.
For some reason, it was doing that.
Now it's going straight through. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Saphium?
We might come back to that one.
Oh, it's kind of cool. You can actually see that sector called again where the legacy is. You can see it right in the space right there. All the stars lined up.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. The green star in the middle, and yeah.
Small details like that matter in the game, so it's quite cool they did that in this instance.
Yes, I love that. That's one reason I love this game, is that they continually surprise me with how much detail they've been putting into things.
So theoretically, what's going to happen is if you're sitting on that planet down there, you should be able to see those constellations as well.
Yes, but unfortunately, on the planets you cannot. The stars on the planets are just, it's a star field they threw into the sky.
Until you get into space.
In space, they actually have stars, like you can see where you can go. On the planet, it's like, oh, it's just a static star field that they have that they put in on the sky as a backdrop. And I've heard they're trying to figure out how to get it to change to, do right. But as of right now, it's a logistical issue. They didn't go into detail as to what specifically is the problem, but
I know what the problem is, because all the planets are really flat.
That would also be true, yes. Because when you go on there, the planets are actually flat planets, not curved planets. Because if they were curved, they would look humorously curved, like the planets in Spore do.
They hinted if they're gonna work on version 2 sometime, or
I'm probably doing that right now, I guess. I think that everything's being worked on. But then again, they only have like a dozen people on the team that all work remotely.
So I kind of have to ask, what's our end goal for this game? To take out Legacy?
Basically, to right now, it's just explore Legacy space, take out what we can, see new things in Legacy space. It's more of a see what's in there, see what's neat, type thing. Whereas, which, by the way, I figured out the planet that Spange saw.
Yeah,
is no longer in the game.
Oh, really?
the metal planet.
The one that the Legacy type planet. They are gonna put it back in, but right now for the full release, it is not in there.
Okay. Okay, good. I thought, because it's creepy and weird. It's not creepy. It's just weird.
Yeah, but apparently that is going to be the end game planet for the entire thing, for at least the Legacy storyline.
Because the way it appears to me is that it's the landscape of the planet looks like buildings, like it's textured and squared off to look like buildings, tall buildings.
Yeah, it's made it. They did that on purpose.
So like a Cybertron, basically.
Kind of, but I don't think it's metal. It's just they look like normal buildings, well, to a point. And they light up and everything. And you see windows. You don't see people in it, of course, because it's just rock, probably.
And it's a rock texture made specifically for that planet.
And it's not the entire planet; it's just large areas, like 1/3 of the size of the side of the planet. From a distance, it's like a big giant, like a moon crashed into it or something from a distance. But as you get closer, you can see the details of all the individual buildings, and they all have like wings on the buildings, almost like a maze. It's like a maze. That's probably the best way I can describe it. But I'm kind of glad they're doing that, because the way when I was watching Spange's video, all it is, it's that with just like peppered POIs everywhere. legacy POIs everywhere, which is kind of meh. Kind of like, so what? I mean, they're the same POIs you've seen on the starter planet.
Well, not just that. There is one POI that he took a look at that was in the center of that zone, and it was like a massive, major legacy something I hadn't seen before.
Oh.
Was it like a dinosphere or whatever they call it?
No, it wasn't.
No,
it was like what would you call it?
Is it just a really big base?
But it looked like it would be an end game structure. And for all I know, it went deep down underground, but he didn't go into it, so I don't know.
So we're looking for iron or what?
Neodymium. In this sector, there should be at least one neodymium asteroid, and I think this last asteroid that I can see is going to be it, because we've discovered zastinium, promethium, cerium, magnesium, and pentaxid.
So we found everything but that, as always. It's always the last thing you find.
Right? Yeah, but this planet is one we do not want to go down to.
It's heavy.
Why?
Because it's got 4.2 Gs of gravity. If we entered the atmosphere, we would fall to the ground.
Though the GRG ship might be able to handle it. He just nose up and take off.
Yeah, his ship might be able to.
Yeah.
The Leviathan could definitely not.
It would crush Moya.
Nah, I don't think I can do 4 Gs. I'd have to add a couple more rear thrusters.
What about the moon?
Oh, the moon would be fine. Moon's got like a fraction of a G.
Oh, there's a gas giant right way out the distance in front of us.
I'm still waiting until the days that you can actually go into gas giants. Okay, miners can go ahead and start mining.
On our way, Captain.
Oh, also the multi-part ship I was telling you about. Each section is going to have CV drills on it to allow each section to mine a different asteroid at a time.
So I guess there's going to be like an awkward docking protocol so the right ship is able to fly.
Well, I mean, I'm going to have it so that each ship could dock to the thing by itself. And then usually you would want to dock the top part first, because that would make it easiest for the other two to dock, but they can dock individually. That's why I'm starting with them first and then going to build the top part on top. The interiors of the ship have not even been touched yet. I've been working more on the connection points and such. So I've just got the basic, gravity and power, and don't even have oxygen on them. So all right, I've got 3 teleport nodes ready to go. I'm working on... Hold on. That's not the one I wanted. That's the one I wanted. Crap, I've got 2 base teleport nodes, which are not what I wanted. Crap.
What?
So we're going to have to go down to a planet and spawn in these teleport nodes, which are not solar powered, and then disassemble them.
Why on a planet? We can spawn any kind of base in space.
That's true. We can spawn it in space. It'll look weird, but that's,
Tear it down anyway. Yeah.
I was forgetting about that. I'm going to go ahead and do that. I was thinking it's a planet-based, as teleport node. We need to. Okay. Yes, you are correct.
I remember one time you can only build CVs in space.
Who's in the input box?
Well, they would say occupied when he's in range. I was wondering why it needed so much concrete. Because the ground-based ones are made out of concrete, not iron. And these aren't even completed where people can use them yet, because they require generator and all that stuff, and
There we go.
I didn't set them up with solar power. So it's going to take 14 minutes for this next node to be spawned in.
Did you spawn the other one already in so we can start deconning it?
I just already took them apart and everything.
Oh, okay. So you just blueprinted the wrong blueprint.
Right, because I have two different teleport nodes. I've got two different teleport nodes. One is a ground-based one and one is a space-based one, and I was blueprinting the ground-based one when I should have been doing the space-based one.
Oh, are the names similar? Just got confused.
Yeah, one's called ARVN Teleport Node and the other's called ARVN Teleport Space Node.
Space!
But since we're going around and getting things and doing all this, by the time we get to where we're going to spawn it in, it should be good.
Yeah, I think my problem was I get too far away from the ship, and when I tried to Wi-Fi it in, I actually had to get close enough and then reestablish to the input box.
Yep, that's my problem too.
Or I was just sleeping in my chair.
Have you guys been picking the vegetables and such?
Not me.
I have.
Every chance I get.
Okay, I was just wondering why the mushrooms don't appear to be growing every time I come by, and if you've been picking them, that would be why.
Mushrooms are stubborn.
Yeah, because right now, like, the vegetables are ready, all of the food on the port side is ready. All of the medical and the grain is ready. It's just the mushrooms and the space oranges are not yet.
We got 317 mushrooms.
Shrooms for days.
Did someone already go pick, or do I have a chance to go get it?
I think you're too late.
I'm sorry, what?
Dark is already picking everything.
Now I know how he's 2 levels ahead of me.
Yeah, I've been foregoing picking them and just
Yeah, I don't even think about it. I'm level 25, I just don't think about it. So when you tore that base apart, did you put it right back into the blueprint? Except for the
no,
cement?
because my blueprint was already full. So I'm having to wait for this base to spawn before I throw anything else in there. Or waiting for it to finish, building.
Do I have a chance to get out of my chair and go do something?
Yeah, we're not leaving yet.
Yeah, I'm not sitting anywhere.
Yeah, I would hate for me to leave you.
Again.
Who what?
That's why I always wear my EVA. From now on. Which means you gotta remind me not to wear it when I go out to battle.
That's why I always wear my EVA now. I learned last time.
Well, I think maybe we should head down to, not the planet, but to the moon. There might be iron up there. We need iron, right?
Yeah.
There is not. There's cobalt, there's copper. Now, the planet does. The planet has iron. The moon doesn't. Epsilon,
So the real question is, do we want to risk a SV on the planet? I don't think so.
No, it's not really worth it. Especially there's another planet over here that has it. And its gravity is only 0.64. The Epsilon 3, the 15295-3, has 1 node of iron and titanium.
You're talking about the alien planet, yeah.
Yes. No, it's a snow planet.
Oh, the snow planet over
The
there.
blue one. Yeah, that's what I'm looking at.
15295-3.
Yes.
Okay, I was looking at 295-2.
Yeah.
295-2 also has iron on it.
Uh-huh. But 3 has titanium if we need it.
3 has titanium on it.
You probably need titanium too. Because pretty much everything uses titanium and iron.
Yeah. Alright, whenever you guys are ready, we can head over to there and land on the planet and search for these.
Okay, I am sitting, and someone else is too.
Are we taking our own ships, or so the big ship going over there?
Well, the big ship was going to go over to the planet, and then once we get onto the planet's surface, we were going to take our own ships out to search for things.
Heck, you could take an S. Well, SOVs don't have detectors. Do they?
No, the SOVs do not have detectors. But, I mean, I figure once we find a deposit, we can take either, we can take the SOV over there, but I doubt you'll be able to get, well, on the planet, you might be able to get a full deposit load in an SOV. If it's a small deposit.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, they usually are.
Just keep in mind the SOVs, it's more difficult on a planet to drill with them than
It is.
in space.
The way the ground breaks up is kind of awkward. We don't need Promethean, do we?
I'll be right back.
I think GRG is breaking up.
Currently, we do not need Prometheum. However, we will in the near future.
I queued up some, what do you call it? The stuff from the green bottles. But the constructor isn't on, but it's queued up.
The hydrogen?
Yes.
Well, first, there should be some iron
Out here?
asteroids.
Oh, there is. Yeah, there is. Cool.
If we can find iron asteroids.
Yay! You found one.
And
Where is
then, yay! And then go down to the planet for titanium.
it? Is that it right there in front of us? Cool.
Yeah, it blended in with the asteroid field.
Oh, that's an iron asteroid.
Yeah, that's what we've been saying.
Oh, I had to go to the bathroom. I said I'd be right back. I'm back now.
Oh, you
We're
were
gonna go
breaking
mine
up. We
that?
couldn't hear you. Yeah. You were breaking up, but I didn't hear what you said. At least to me, it was broken up.
And then after we get this iron asteroid, we're going to head down to the planet and try to get some titanium from the planet's surface.
There's no titanium out here, I see. Sathium. Back up a little more. Or not, because people aren't sitting.
That's okay. You can throw my butt out.
Once everybody gets out in their SOVs, I'll back up closer so that it's more Wi-Fi coverage of the asteroid. I wish you could click a checkbox and it would show the Wi-Fi coverage from the vessel you're sitting in so that you would know where to park to cover the entire asteroid.
Wrong way. Somebody flipped the switch. Thank you. Oh, not open.
All right, we've got one space teleport node ready. I've got another one spawning in because I had enough resources already in there to make a few. So the other one, it'll take 14 minutes for the second one. We ought to be able to, at the very least, spawn in the next teleport node and then get to that one's location before it's done. And since we're going to be, doing some mining and such on the way, it'll definitely be done by then. It's funny watching you guys mine that from the ship. It looks like sort of
Busy
an
bees.
it looks like an RTS where I sent out little worker drones to gather resources and they're bringing them back to the ship and everything. It's really cool.
Well, I'm part of the union, so I'm not feeling that the working environments are.
Is safe.
I don't know what you're talking about. You get free food, free shelter. I even provide you with vehicles to go out and mine with. I could just throw you in an EVA and say, go get it.
Some people just don't appreciate stuff.
All the time and effort it took for me to design the SOVs and the ship and everything. I mean, at the very least, you guys can just go out and use them to mine. I got you more now.
I discovered a bit of an annoyance yesterday, and I would hope that they would fix it later. Is that when HVs, when you put tool turrets on them, it's really like inconvenient where you have to access the device just to use it properly.
Oh, I know.
Yeah.
That's why the one that we have that has the tool turret on it, it used to be our driller for getting crushed stone and such. And what we would do is Frag would be in the passenger seat, I'd be in the driver's seat, and would drive up to the thing and hit start mining it with that. Then I'd get out and use my hand drill to mine it as well. And for disassembling like large things, I had it set up so I would turn off the hover engine and everything so the ship would land. Then I'd have to get in the tool turret to disassemble the vehicle while he goes out and spots me and picks up anything that I cause to collapse.
That just makes the HV completely like not even a viable tool when it comes to doing that.
I think they need HVs, SVs, and CVs to have a fixed tool device like they do the drills. and have it so that you can utilize it to repair or deconstruct, just like you can a multi-tool. I've actually got one of my larger capital vessels has a smaller capital vessel that is dedicated as a repair pod, and all it is a capital vessel with a capital vessel repair or multi-turret on it, but it's made for like deep space repairs and such when you can't get back to a place with a repair station, and so it can repair surface damage and all, but you have to access the turret every time to do it. I may end up putting a passenger seat in there so that you can have one person driving and one person repairing at the same time.
Yeah, as a solo, those HVs are just pointless. You're better off just making an SV.
Unfortunately, there's no way for SVs to even do the repair stuff yet.
Wow, this is terrible.
And even if you do an SV minor, that's like level 20 or 25, isn't it?
They literally just added turrets to SVs in like the last update, so
it's only miniguns.
Can you use them on the planet though?
Yes, you can use the minigun turrets on the planet with an SV. You can use minigun turrets on a capital vessel on the planet too, and it's just minigun turrets on the SVs right now. So
yeah,
but that's it.
And they don't even have a retractable version. They're always just sitting there, which is why you see them on top of the IPEX. All right, we ready to head to the planet?
Yes, sirree. We checked the gravity. Yeah, it's good. I already checked it.
Yeah, this one's 0.6.
The gravity of the situation.
Heavy.
would it be wise, seeing how this is near a teleporter, to put some water collection devices on the planet?
That might not be a bad idea, since this is... I mean, it's not the same sector where the teleporter is, but we could put a ground-based teleporter next to the water collectors. The problem would be you'd have to haul the water back and forth, and water's heavy.
Very.
So I'd consider more putting like a landing pad near it, and so we could come out here every now and then and
also this is a snow
the water.
planet. This is a snow moon, so it may have like we were looking for before, it might have glaciers that we can get.
Well, yeah, this is a full planet, so it might actually have ice chunks. In fact, it almost guaranteedly does. We might just want to go and mine some ice chunks right now.
I want to get in my ship and look around.
Is anybody else getting that glitch where it looks like your jetpack is turned off, but when you try to turn it on, it turns it off, and then you have to turn it on?
Yeah, they fixed that in Alpha 11, and then it broke again.
Right. Okay, so I'm going to stop right here. If you guys want to get out in your SVs, I'm going to stay in the capital vessel using its detector to look around. And once we find something worth mining, I'll head over that way and we can pull out the SOVs. You may have to manually use the switch to open the upper things. There's been a big screwiness with the switches and the logistics of doors for some reason.
Oh, it opened. Okay. A little bit forward, GOG. There you go. Now go straight up. Or straight backwards.
I saw that he flipped backwards as he was...
I can't help it. My ship is fat.
No, actually, it was too long. Actually, your ship isn't too long. It's that you went too far forward and then your nose hit the edge.
dark. If you want to use, don't forget you've got the bald eagle that you can use.
Yeah, I was already trying to fuel it up and everything.
Okay.
Ew, fuel, yeah. No, I'm good on fuel. Okay, resources ahead. Now the ice blocks won't appear as resources because it should be like a certain layer in a certain biome.
Correct. I will be searching for that biome. Often,
What's it called?
it's close to mountainous areas. So,
Silicon. There's the titanium. Okay, I'm coming up on a. It looks like a neutral PY. It's probably one of those wreckages, or you know, there's no core or nothing because I don't see a color.
yeah, I don't think there's going to be any owned POIs on here unless you find there may be legacy POIs. But
I think
other
there
than
might be
that,
Polaris here actually. Oh, this is another DSE ship.
I got a crash capital vessel with a bunch of thrusters on it.
Yeah.
we could take those apart and utilize them. Where is that? Over there. There's a crashed cockpit next to another titanium titanium deposit. I'm marking the titanium deposits because that's what we are primarily looking for.
I'm just gonna fly around right now and
Yep.
look for. Okay.
That's what I'm doing too. Whatever I see, I'm gonna scan it. And my weapons are retracted. I don't really plan on fighting anything.
Yeah.
Titanium.
Yeah, there's 27 titanium deposits on this planet.
Oh, really? So these are probably tiny then, if there's that many.
Well, one of them was that GRG found was a very large. Keep in mind, I have it set the resources to
Rich?
plentiful and rich.
Ah,
so
okay. I'm still used to having a minimal resources so that it encourages me to explore more.
I set it to maximum resources because I build a lot of big things.
Yeah, the one I found, titanium, is just large.
Yep, I've got another large one here. I found another very large one.
Got a neodymium.
Promethium. We should grab some promethium, really.
There's a Promethium asteroid that
Yeah, that'll be easier.
I had found. Yeah, but you also got to keep in mind that the CV has a much larger range. You can identify things at a kilometer away.
This should really have it so that your detector should pick up also, like, you know, enemies. That would be nice.
It does drones.
Or be able to set it to like wildlife or something like that.
Or thermals. Thermals would be nice.
I would like it to be able, because sometimes it gets to the point where there's just too much crap on screen, and you can tell it not to detect certain things. A filter of a sort.
It should really come standard with the suit, to be honest.
Yeah. Well, your suit can build one, the handheld one, for nothing. We only found like less than half of the titanium so far.
All right, I'm in a glacier snow biome.
Okay, that should have, I hope, this should have the ice blocks.
I'm not seeing ice blocks.
Think you have to dig down a layer, maybe?
Well, I mean, I dug down a good little ways with my drone, and I'm not seeing any ice as a base thing here.
Yeah, I'm not sure, unless they took them out or they changed them, or I don't know.
I mean, they had it in the last one I had. Now, here's a possibility. I'm wondering if it's just in the starter snow.
The only time you see ice blocks as a deposit is in space. I've never seen it on the planet
Yeah.
side. Well, now I can't remember for sure.
I don't think there are any ice blocks on the planets, like for resource deposits or anything.
No, they're not marked like everything else is. Because it's technically not an ore, it's ice. It's water.
What I think they need to do is they need to add a device to capital vessels called a water scoop, and you can just gather water directly from the water thing, like from a lake,
Just dive
and
bomb
have
it and scoop it up, yeah.
and have it just scoop it up, and then you would have to refine that water into purify that water.
Yeah. Into jugs.
Yeah.
But you can be like those airplanes that dive into the water and refill for fighting fires.
All right, I am in a biome right now that's called glacier. So maybe glacier and glacier snow are different.
I think when you look at the surface, it looks like a block of ice. It even shimmers like ice.
Yeah, usually it's pretty easy to find it. Shouldn't be this hard.
What I'm looking at right now, it's like a lighter white color than the surrounding area. It's at night, so I don't know.
Okay.
But
That one lonely tree. Oh, and there might be golems too, right? Probably are.
yeah, ice golems.
Ice golems are good. Get some XP too.
Yeah, but you don't need XP frag. You're at max.
Yep, they do. They need it. I didn't notice any golems. I'm flying around too fast.
Yeah, even in the glacier biome, I'm not seeing any ice underneath the. And it's just picking up crushed stone.
Do we have HV mining vessels?
They don't need them.
We did, but I replaced them with the SV ones because the SVs can mine on the planet as well.
Golem!
Okay.
Who wants this golem? Too late, I killed him. Oh, there's another one.
Yeah, I'm nowhere near anybody. I'm way off to the west, east.
Yeah, golems are all over the place at night, particularly in the mountainous areas.
I found a farm. What's that about?
Probably abandoned.
Like with cows and stuff.
Is it an abandoned farm or is it a civilian farm?
Oh, it's a very much established farm. It's not, destroyed or anything. It's probably civilian.
Let's see, where are you? I don't see you on the map. Oh, there you are.
I'm elusive. I'm elusive. You can't find me.
Yeah, no, I see Frag and I see GRG, but I don't see you.
Well, I'm here. I'm definitely here. I'm checking inside.
Oh, that golem is picking on the Omniraptors and killed it, you little shit.
Yep, because golems are
Predators.
golems are legacy.
Oh, so they hate everything.
Yeah, where are you, Dark?
Well, let me see.
Are you on the planet?
Yeah, I am. Here, I can tell you exactly where. Let me see.
So I'm on the Iceland's biome. There's no
I'm in the
ice blocks.
southern hemisphere. I'm in the southern hemisphere.
Me too. I'm near the pole.
Oh, that's why I couldn't find you, because you were where I had already discovered. You're looking at the old farm. It's a starter base. Ooh, there's an engine compartment.
Oh, can you stop just for a second?
Yep. I think this engine compartment is the one of the starter bases as well.
I'm gonna hop off for a second. I'm gonna go across the street.
Don't forget your EVA.
I won't need that to go literally outside.
Are you trying to dock GRG, or are you just unloading things?
No, actually, I was gonna grab a little bit of fuel. I forgot.
Yep, there should be some fuel in the what did I call it? The fuel output. Because that's what I use to craft fuel.
Thank you, I'm all set.
No problem.
So it's cool I'm hitting these POIs. I'm just taking everything I can.
Yeah, no, that's fine.
I am leaving the starter bases alone. I'm just
Yeah,
looking for good stuff.
Yeah, there's nothing worth getting out of the starter bases. Honestly, I don't even know why they put starter bases on non-starter planets, but maybe in case your vehicle or whatever strands you there somehow, you can, you know, start from scratch on that planet. I think we've discovered most of 2/3 of the planet. There's like an entire hemisphere where nothing has been discovered. Or I guess quarter sphere? That's almost a full hemisphere. I think if we're going to set down water generators, we ought to do it on a planet a little bit closer to our base and near Legacy territory.
I just wanted to show I was thinking.
Yeah. Let's see, if we're going to set down...
We're gonna put a teleporter on that base, right?
On what base?
On where you're gonna put the water gens.
Yes, I was thinking. Honestly, if this moon, Millennialist moon, it's an ice moon, but do ice moons have water?
I see water everywhere. Plus, I think you can put the water gens right on the ice, on the smoke.
I think you can, so we might just want to do that because that would be in the same system as our repair base. I think. Hold on.
Jeez, we could stay on this
Hitito.
for days.
Yeah, Hitito has a planet called Melanillas, and it's got a ice moon that may have water. That's the only one in that system that may have water. Although I'm not sure if ice moons have water. I don't think they do. There is a desert planet on the closer one that may have. I crashed into the ground. I didn't realize it. There is a desert planet in the next closest system to Legacy territory. And I may just want to set up a capital vessel that's got a warp and a bunch of cargo just for hauling water. Alright, I'm going to discover a few more resources, and I'm going to sit down on one of the lakes and go take a quick bio break and wait for you guys. And then we can decide which titanium resource to go after. And if we wanted, we could set a repository down, although repositories wouldn't hold a whole lot. We could set a repository down near a couple of them and just drop off one SOV at each one, although I wonder how it would work having 3 SOVs mining the same one. We'll figure it out, but I'll BRB.
Okay, I'm going to end this video here. So if you enjoyed this video, please click all the YouTuber things that YouTubers click on for YouTube videos that they like. And if you'd like to support me, you can send your donations to my PayPal money pool. The link is in the description. Or if you want to send something my way, you can check out my wish list for Steam and Amazon. So thanks for watching. Be careful out there, and we'll see you